maybe I haven't been the best summer caretaker, but I swear today we're going to have some real family fun. Now, who wants to put on some blindfolds and get into my car? Me! Yay! Wait, what? I mean, I gave this quote to Brett probably about a couple weeks ago, so I don't know if he remembers it.
I'm sitting there like looking at the quote on the screen, and I'm like, I don't.
This is Gravity Falls.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I kind of messed up. I said May instead of yay. It should have been just yay. I said because it said two names, Dipper and Mabel both say yay. So I said May. But anyway, good show. Good show. All right. Welcome to Utterly Useless, the podcast. You haven't watched the Utterly Useless show yet.
Yeah.
It's useless.
Does not exist.
Or does it?
It's out in the interwebs.
It's in the multiverse.
My name is Jeremy Williams.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Today.
Tomorrow could be something completely different. And with me is Brett Williams.
Hello.
And with me also is Taylor Beams. Hello, Taylor.
And with me is Taylor
I was kind of going for a weird version of NPR. And with me is Taylor Beams.
You kind of creeped me out the way that you were looking at your like deeply staring into my soul, like, and with us is Taylor Beams.
I was waiting for like the whole like Muppet things, like Elmo, and today Elmo's with.
That was a surprisingly really good
Street
Elmo.
was brought to you by the letters F and U.
Oh, good times. Anyways, this is the podcast where everything is utterly useless, but everything you wanted in your life. So, we're going to get started today with our merit badges. So, you useless scouts, listen up and listen to all this useless merit badges you could earn. I'll start off today. I get a merit badge. It's called Perseverance. And
because you're continuing to be alive, you're persevering.
Yes, exactly. I'm persevering against, yet again, my youngest daughter, who is still winning the game of climbing out of the crib. You should look at my daughter's crib right now of like how there's pool noodles that I taped around two layers high. She can still somehow climb over that. Then last night, like, we just wanted her to go to bed so much, and she just kept climbing out. And so we found I was like, there's these conversion pieces for their cribs that will turn them into like toddler beds. I taped those to the top of them, kind of like inching more in. So, it'd be more of a roof, quasi roof to her bed. She can still somehow pull herself up. That girl's got big upper body strength somehow.
So question.
Yeah.
Because you do have a camera in there to check on them while they're sleeping. Can you talk to them too?
Yeah.
So here's the merit badge. It's, do you want to play a game? That's what I imagine. Like all these like death traps that you've like set up and going around, and then you put her in there, and then it's, do you want to play a game?
Yes. So it's so true, and she wins that game all the time.
Jigsaw, if you're out there, you have a challenge.
Don't take my daughter. but
she'll get out.
It's true. To paint a picture, though, like the top of her crib on all sides is like enclosed. So, I mean, she's got like a sunroof kind of that we can drop her in, but she can still get out. It's the weirdest thing. Like, we're so done. This week has been miserable because
I have an old dog kennel that you can put her in. Let's see you get out of this, little kid.
You turn around, she's already out. You're like, how'd you do that?
You're like, I give up.
But the funny thing is, as soon as she gets out, then she's like, all of a sudden, the most silly person in the world. Like, you hold her, you're like, okay, I'm going to rock you to sleep. And then she just like boops you in the nose, boop, 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 boop. And then she goes, ah. And she just laughs and she thinks she's so funny. And you're like, you're not funny. You're not sleeping. Go to bed. Anyway, that's so funny. I've had 3 merit badges due to this incident. So
yeah, so it's It's a picture of your. It's a picture of Tess, and she's going, "Do you want to play a game?" And you lose.
Yep. I lose.
All right. Well, my merit badge is I absolutely give up. And that has nothing to do with Tess or life. It is like the past couple days, I'll be like listening to the radio or something like that. And, because of the NBA draft and a couple of things, I'll be telling, oh, did you know that this player is here? And we got a rumor of this blockbuster trade here. I'm like, they're on that team? Who's where? I'm like, I give up. I don't. You stop watching the NBA for a couple of years and everything is a jumbled mess. And I was just like, I give up. Maybe I'll just pick up hockey.
Well,
Yeah.
me and Taylor watched hockey this last week.
Yeah, I'm a very distant Colorado Avalanche fan, so
Yeah, we watched it while we were in California, and that was probably the most I ever watched of hockey ever.
hockey is fun to watch. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think, because I had a friend that kind of like was trying to push me into liking hockey. And I found one thing, at least in my opinion, to be true about hockey. Playoff hockey is really fun to watch. Regular season hockey is boring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it kind of for the same reason as this is a stretch? On Airplane, what's the co-pilot say?
Oh,
The kid's like, my dad says that you
don't really try. And that,
unless it's playoffs.
exactly. I mean, I guess to me, because I remember watching it, because he was trying to really make me into a hockey fan. And the best way I could describe regular season hockey is forward to center, center, back to forward, holds it,
Hold it.
holds it,
Hold it.
holds it.
I like The Simpsons when they do that for soccer. He's holds it, holds it, holds it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give up. It's just like, I need to find something I'm passionate about because I've lost all like passion for the NBA.
They have a pill for that, you know.
Ooh,
Just kidding.
It's called watching the NBA.
does it echo passion? Passion.
Yeah.
It's called Passions All.
Okay, so I guess that's me.
Yep.
I'm actually going to award this to someone. It's no one here.
Okay.
It's to Starbucks employees.
They're getting a merit badge, huh?
Yes. They're getting the WTF merit badge. And this also kind of made me laugh because, especially when I walked in and saw that you were wearing a beanie.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that is that like a Starbucks thing where you're required to wear a beanie to work, even though it's like 8,000 degrees outside?
I don't know. I've slowly come around to beanies. I don't know what it is, but I've gone out for walks and it's, been like 90 degrees and I'll be wearing my beanie.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Well, you wear a hat all the time.
I guess but it breathes. A beanie just makes you hotter. It feels
true.
like. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe you can shed some insight into this.
I think my head is like, lost a couple pounds, so
I think it's
slimming.
It feels lighter.
I'm going to rename this the I don't get it merit badge.
I remember in high school, my skateboarding friends, they wore beanies 24/7 pretty much.
See, I didn't get that either.
Yeah.
I don't get beanies in hot weather.
Yeah, I don't get. I must cook all the time because the beard that I have now, this thing's gonna be cut off soon because it's starting to cook my face, and so yeah, hats on my head, they cook my head. So yeah, I don't wear a lot of things on my head because it's just so freaking hot.
But I think that's just like a requirement. And it's not everyone. It's like there's the 2 people. I think that's the max at Starbucks. You're the third person today. You have to take off the beanie.
Oh man,
It's a rock, paper, scissors. It's just like, all right, rock, paper, scissors, 2 out of 3.
So yeah, I guess I award myself the I don't get it badge. because I don't get it.
Spin the wheel.
All right. We have spin the wheel where we have 10 category of questions, which we're going to spin. And then we're going to ask each other questions depending on what the wheel tells us to do. It is in control.
And this is also where I get caught being unprepared because I always get the ones that I'm unprepared for.
All right. So I have how much. Let me see. We dive into my questionnaires of how much. Okay. How much would you need to be paid to sneak into a house of an actor of your choosing and take a photo off their wall? So we're talking about, something illegal that we do not condone.
Let's see, because I wouldn't want it to ever really affect me or whatever. I would just choose like a local actor, like at the Hell Theater or something like that, and just sneak in, sneak. Like they can't afford a security system. They don't even,
And they're at the dinner table like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here to take your crap.
Yeah.
Is Wilford Brimley still alive?
I think he recently passed away.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Beatus got him.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, I
Oh.
probably will get some sort of jail sentence. So I'm going to go $10 million.
$10 million?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're planning on getting caught.
Oh, yeah. I might not be like that covert. I might just knock, 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 and they open the door, and then I just walk
I didn't
right
use
past
your
them.
bathroom.
Here's what you do, though. If they're an actor, they're going to have a party
Uh-huh.
at some point.
That's a good point.
So you just need to find the inn. The inn's the hard part. Once you get in, then it'll be a lot easier to take something and get away with it. And you make sure to take a family photo.
As
Because
soon as I
it's the
started
one
thinking that.
thing they can't replace. Thank you, John Mulaney, for telling that story.
As soon as you started going down, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going this way.
I think I could do it for like an easy 10K.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, your way. Yeah.
That'll cover some of my expenses, and I get a picture of that can't be replaced. Well, I guess now these days it can be. 'Cause
If
they're
it's
usually
digital.
backed up to yeah.
But if it's a family heirloom picture.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Now you're up, Taylor, and you get what if?
I think this is when I got caught again.
The wheel knows, Taylor. The wheel knows.
Ooh, okay. I guess this is more of like a how would you react? What if you went to bed and while you were sleeping, you had an out of body experience where you see a shadow figure standing close to your face?
So I'm looking at I'm a third person looking at my body, essentially.
Yeah,
Right?
and there's a shadowy figure standing and like right next to your bed and staring right at you.
I would yell at it from my spirit body.
So I guess at this point, do you think it's a dream? Do you think it's like some supernatural thing? I don't know, because there's a story like something like this happened to someone supposedly.
I'm not very much of a lucid
So-
dreamer, so like I would probably just react immediately.
I might ask, hey, is this why I'm doing this? Are you causing this? I was perfectly fine in my own body, and then you kind of went over to my face and kicked me out. I'm like, could you go away so I could go that? Because I would want to blame the dark figure for what's currently happening. However, oftentimes when I'm having nightmares, my brain goes, "Oh, this isn't real. You're just dreaming," and then my dream just changes immediately.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, you with the face," and I'd be like, "Huh, me? Huh?
Usually, like my horror dreams are the ones that I do the lucid dreaming where I can control things, and it starts to get fun when I have the scary dreams. But I don't know. I mean, with this, I don't know how I would react. First, I'd try and see who it is.
And pants him. Come
Yeah.
behind him.
And do a karate chop to the back of the head or something
And
like
what
that.
you find out is it was actually your twin that you ate
In the womb.
in the womb.
And he's just been
And he's
following
just
you
like,
around.
I want my body.
Now is there a movie like that?
I don't think so. I mean, if
I'm surprised that hasn't been made where it's like you had an accident and you have an out of body experience, and before you can get back to your body, your twin.
they
that
could do it with
you-
the key room. I mean, the key house. Because, they try to
Yeah.
get back into that body.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest thing. If you remember, so you remember when the guy, I don't remember, so I'm going to say guy and this guy. But do you remember when the bad guy essentially goes and talks in the graveyard with the descendants? Like, how do we build a key?
The ghost key. Oh, yeah.
And the other guy's
Yeah.
like, go now, go. And it's like, he could have gone. He could have seen everything, clear as day, that he could have even walked over there back to the key house.
I know. But the thing is like he could have just like hit around the house
Uh-huh.
and gone out. And then once he's far enough away, you just bloop.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing ever. I was like, come on. You deserve to be a ghost now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it is Brett's turn, and you get lick off.
All right. So this one could be near and dear to your heart.
How much am I gonna lick this
Your
person?
achy breaky heart.
Uh-huh. So you are at Disneyland.
Okay.
There is a random piece of food on the curb.
Nope.
You have to lick the entire top and bottom surface area of the random item.
The top and bottom.
Uh-huh.
But it's an item. Who's choosing this item?
It's, you guys are walking around and somebody just says, hey, look, there's that item right there.
I'm trying to think if I saw food on the ground at Disneyland.
I don't think we did, but I think I have a strategy here. I'll do it for like $500.
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised you went
Oh.
that low.
I think I know what your strategy is. I'm going to make a guess.
I don't know what your strategy could be because you're licking everything regardless, and it doesn't sound like we could really get to choose. It's more of chance. Of the
Yeah,
food.
it is more of a chance. So if your strategy is something that I'm thinking of, I'm like, that wouldn't work.
$450.
400?
$375.
360.
With both sides of it.
Uh-huh.
The top and the bottom.
The top.
essentially.
So yeah, the pavement side and possibly the being stepped on by a foot side.
Oh, that just ruined it. I'm done.
Okay, so here's the strategy for this one. Because I'm sure you can find like a little morsel that has been left behind.
Oh, no. It's one of those things where you both are in the area and they're just like, they whistle you over and they're like, this right here. It's a random.
Oh, so someone else is going to...
Yeah.
No, well,
Yeah,
it's like whatever
okay.
you come upon.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like you can come upon like a little plate with a little bit of a sandwich left and then just go...
But that's not on the ground.
It could be on the ground.
Yeah, it could be.
But you have to be hoping that you find it on a plate.
So it's like the first thing that
Yeah.
you
The
see.
first thing that you see.
Okay, that changes some things then.
Oh. So do you want to take back your original bid?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, what do you start at?
I'm going to start at like 10 grand.
Yeah, that sounds more appropriate. I'm gonna go $9,000.
Oh.
I will go $8,900.
I'll go 8,500.
8,450.
8,000.
It's yours.
All right.
I could do it for
Congratulations.
8,000. Doesn't matter what it is. If
I'm going to laugh when it does fund and we go and there's throw up on it.
I mean, to me, the only way that I would not do this, if you could, I could probably barf in my mouth a little bit, would be if you saw the impression of a shoe.
Oh, that reminds me of the throw up story at Disneyland.
What's the throw up story?
Were you not there?
I ended up.
Where
Oh,
we had to wait for? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I
you guys
was
were
there.
at the back.
yeah, your son touched the throw up.
So
Whoa.
yes, this happened. So we were at Disneyland and we went on the I guess the train ride.
The big what's it called? Big Thunder
Thunder
Mountain?
Mountain?
Yeah, Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
So this guy gets off and I see him. I'm like, this guy looks like he's higher than a kite. Turns out he was post throw up, and it was brown throw up, and so it blended in with the roller coaster.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And my son put his hand in it.
I saw your
Trying to get
son
in.
jump in when like nobody was getting in. I was like, oh.
And it took everything in my power not to royally flip out. Because I knew if I did, then my son would be unconsolable.
So when you mean flip out, you mean like filling, going, ugh, or
like
what?
going ugh, and being like, oh my gosh, this is so gross. Like, oh, it's on your hand. So gross.
Don't touch me. Get away from me.
Ugh. And so I had like a little cool rag on me, and I took it off and I wiped off his hand, and then I threw it away.
I forgot. Were you a solo parent on this ride?
No, Polly was there.
Okay.
But it was so disgusting. And just thinking about it makes me nauseous. And
Yeah. Throw up is the one thing. I can handle every other thing that comes out of a baby or kid.
but the funny part is that the guy didn't even like say anything to anyone. He just like got up and walked off. You got to say someone like, this ride just made me sick. I just threw up there. Or even look at people trying to get on and be like,
I'm sorry.
you don't want to do that.
I don't know. It reminds me when way back in the day when Jeremy would play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
That's a great game.
That is a great game.
And the random like piles that would just like plop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, you build those intense rides, and all of a sudden, out of the exit, everybody just throws up. Blech.
My favorite one would be I always like to just build one roller coaster that you knew was going to like explode and kill people, and so I would do that. And then of course, the repercussions were it was immediately shut down.
My favorite was you would do the one that launches and it does the loop and it goes like this, and then you turn the speed up of the roller coaster extremely high, so it just goes whoop,
It goes a loop-de-loop,
and then it flies off the roller coaster and explodes.
Yeah, it's too bad that it explodes in midair. I'd like it to go down, explode, but that's just me.
If I was riding it, I would want it to explode in midair.
In real life, that happens. Oh no, we're off the track.
I guess that would be almost better because you're anticipating the
fall,
and the crash, but you just oh my gosh,
there was no chance of survivors because it just blew up.
Why do we always build roller coasters with explosive devices on them?
I don't know. Ask Tim over there. He's in charge of the designs.
I love pyrotechnics.
When I see something go in the air, I want it to go boom.
It has to go boom. Yeah. So tell us your craziest roller coaster tycoon stories that you like to murder people. Did you guys ever
or
like
Sims?
Did you guys ever put them into the water just to?
Just to watch them drown.
There's actually some sick and twisted people who do crazy things on the Sims games.
Yeah, I mean, I know that people put people in the pool and then take away all this, like the ladder or stairs to get out.
Like I think there was one I read where they waited till the entire neighborhood came into the party. Mm-hmm. And then they removed all the doors and only put one toilet and then slowly closed in until everyone passed away.
That's funny and messed up.
Yes, there's some crazies out there.
All right. It's my turn, I think.
Yep.
Right. All right. I get random question.
Better be a good one.
All right. Well, it's funny because I actually have a random question now, so I'm choosing whether or not I should do that or one of my other ones.
If you saw a leprechaun, what thing would you burn?
Totally random. All right. Well, I'm going to just take the opportunity to start my mini theme of Would You Rather questions. It's called Weak Powers.
Ooh.
So think of superpowers, but super weak. Okay. Would you rather have sticky hands that are like a glue stick, essentially, or, wow, or be able to determine what someone has eaten by the smell of their farts?
Fart power.
Really?
Yeah, I would hate for constantly everything to be stuck. You'd like go to style your hair a little bit, and you're like ripping off
But
part of your.
Can you turn on and off the stickiness?
Or would it
Or
have
is it
would
just-
it have to? Would you have to do what what's her face does?
Elsa?
No, or
A rogue.
Yeah,
A rogue.
Where you have to wear.
Yeah,
gloves
you'd have to
your
do what
entire-
Rogue does.
Mm.
You have to put gloves on.
Yeah, I'd rather just like walk by. I'm like, wow. So what restaurant was that?
Now, at that point, would the farts be more alluring, or would they still be gross?
I don't know. But here's the thing: you could go to a carnival and you'd have a job instead of guessing people's weights. It's like, okay,
All right, you got locked and loaded. You bend over, bend over. I'm gonna get a smell.
I know you. You say that you eat healthy. You just had a burger for lunch.
His wife is like, "You said you were done eating burgers."
But we were going to be vegan together.
Have you had a vegan burger? Ugh.
All right, so you're going with farts. Taylor,
Yep.
what are you going with?
I don't want to smell people's farts
So you want sticky hands?
because you're still gonna get the stink.
Yep. Mm.
Okay.
Good barbecue. All right. Is that it?
No.
I forgot how many we've done.
Oh,
I've
no,
only
it's-
done one, right?
yeah, you're the only one that sent two.
Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, that was my question. I didn't deactivate it. All right, Taylor, you get a would you rather.
Yes, I have been sitting on a good one.
Get up, get off of it.
Okay. Would you rather be slapped and slapped in the face and not know when it's coming after each time you fart, or pay $1 to not get slapped each time for the rest of your life?
So essentially, either I'm paying $1 per fart not to get slapped.
Or you're getting slapped and you never know when it's coming.
Do I know who it's coming from?
No.
Oh man, that's worse.
So does this count like silent but deadly, or like just silent ones? That,
Every single time you fart.
I'm paying $1. I don't want to get slapped like by random people. And like if you told me it was my wife or my kids or even you guys, that'd be something. But if I farted at a grocery store and all of a sudden somebody walks up to me and just slaps me, I'm like, oh.
But here's the thing with that. I think I'm taking the not knowing, because I'm going to turn it into a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh, we are in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I would like GoPro me up
All the time. And then it's just like, I farted. And then you're like looking
Take your
around.
bets now. Who
And
do you
like-
think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be this little old lady? Do you think it's gonna be this 6-year-old?
Yeah, you could just have a live stream. You could be making tons of
That's
money
true.
live streaming on YouTube. It's like, okay, guys.
In the middle of the night, you rip and someone randomly just comes in and slaps you in
a
your
burglar
face.
comes in, like he goes, I didn't want to break into this house, but slap. And he's like, that's all I came here for. And then he like looks around at your place. Yeah, that's all I came here for.
Do you have any Mountain Dews in the fridge? Yeah, go get one. There.
Oh man, I would be definitely adjusting my diet too for both of these scenarios.
And then for like April Fools, like, somebody like spikes your whatever with lots of fiber or whatever. And you're
Oh,
just
man.
like, oh man.
What if you're on the toilet? Does that count? If you're going in the bathroom, because
Every
Oh,
single time.
gosh. Do you know what I hate? Besides,
Wait, Kate, wait just 1 second. What about like those machine gun farts? Does that count as one, or does that like every stop, start?
No,
Oh.
if it's all at a time, yeah.
Okay,
So,
it's
like,
one. Okay.
Yeah. that
Okay,
counts
because
as
that
one.
would be scary. You have
Yeah.
like one of those machine gun farts, and suddenly somebody just walks up to you, slaps, right, left, right.
that
left,
would make
right,
the YouTube
left.
channel more
Oh yeah.
alluring. but-
Uh-huh.
I would just push it out at that point if that was me. I'd be like, all right, it's coming out in one.
Then there's also the ones where you toot, and then it's like,
Well, that-
like you can tell that there's a pause in between,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a little like aftershock.
But then also the money one, the machine gun would make you poor. You
Yeah.
have to pay $1 each time.
Yeah. Yeah. Super chat. Start live streaming super chats and a whole bunch of things.
But it'd be funny because people like peel off from whatever they're doing, like zombies almost. Like you're in a museum and people are like looking at the art, and I was like, "Brr," and all of a sudden somebody starts turning towards you, and you're like, "Oh, we have a winner."
No,
Yeah.
but you don't know what's coming.
Yeah, it's true.
But
But
you-
like if you were watching, actively watching,
See, this is also what I would do for maximum. Like, I would go to large crowds and then I'd start like a betting thing where it's like, okay, if it's an old lady is like 10-1.
yeah,
An old man's like 5-1. If it's a kid, it's and then people can bet on.
You go rent out a movie theater and play The Quiet Place, and then you just go in and just rip one, and you're just like,
you have cameras
all
everywhere.
right, I wonder when it's gonna happen.
That'd be fun to set up like a little camera studio like in somewhere.
And then it's not in the theater, it's as you're leaving. As soon as you walk out, you get blindsided by
See, that's why I
some
would
slap.
I would like wait for everybody to leave just so that I could kind of have more control of the situation.
Oh, that's funny.
And then it doesn't come, and then it's in the.
Do they build up?
You're about to get into the car.
Can it build up though? Like if I fart and they haven't come and slapped me up and I have to fart again, that's build up. Man, that sucks.
Yep. You could potentially get triple slap.
Nobody's got you and it's time for bed. You're like, "Ugh, I don't want to go to bed because then someone's going to wake me up slapping me."
That's when you just walk outside and just close your eyes and start walking.
They're like, do you remember on Call of Duty when they did the mannequins? Whenever you don't look at the mannequins, they move, and then you turn around, they stop. It's like that. So just close your eyes, and then somebody comes toward you.
Yeah.
No, you could have a good night's sleep. Here's how you do it: a safe room. That's where you
That's true.
That's where you get your bed. You create a safe room in your house, and then you claw.
Sorry, honey, I can't sleep next to you.
And then
I had chili.
And then you wake up in the morning, and then there's like on your phones, they now have apps that track how many times you fart.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, you farted 25 times. It's like, oh, today's going to be a bad day.
But at least I had a good night's sleep.
Yep.
All right, we got 20 bets today going on. All right.
It would be painful, but at the same time, you could make a lot of money off of it.
It's true. You could. All right, Brett, you got the last one. And you get, oh, no, you did that one, didn't you?
Nope, that
That
was
was
Taylor.
Taylor. Okay. Could you fight it?
All right. Ooh, here's a good one for you. Could you fight the Bigfoot that lives in Taylor's basement?
I don't know.
I'm going to say it would be an even fight.
I'm
It
pretty
could go
sure.
either way.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He fights with jungle rules, you know,
Oh.
street rules.
Street jungle rules.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna lose. What about you, Brett? He'd probably
I
bite
think
me.
he has home court advantage. So, he knows where all the stuff is, like, all of the things that could be used as weapons and stuff like that around him. So I feel as though because of the home court advantage, I would lose.
I think I need to post the Bigfoot in my basement.
Yep, you do. It'd be funny though, like you go down the basement, and even though it's a basement, you're like you can't find him. All of a sudden, he walks behind you like in a horror movie, but you don't see him. You're like, where is he?
And like all the lights are on. Just see.
Wouldn't that be funny though? Like there's some comedic horror movie where somebody's in just a one room area and somebody walks by and I'm like, oh, I thought I felt somebody here. And they walk past the other way like, where is he? Where is
They're
he?
just like standing in the corner.
Oh, I hate when movies like somebody's hiding or not hiding, but like they just come out of nowhere all the time. Like, you that blind?
Oh yeah, what was it? I was watching on Netflix the other day, Archive 81, and they do that constantly. Like the character will be like talking to somebody on the phone, and you know that you're being set up for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, somebody's gonna appear. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? And like at least the 3 times in the second episode that they did it, I'm just like, it still got me. Like even though I was like, they totally set it up. I was just like,
For me, it's a game now. I watch where the person's watching whenever, they're on the lookout for this person. And I'm like, oh, okay, he looked to the left, so he's not coming to the left. He looked straight ahead. Why aren't you looking right? Did your parents not teach you to look left and right?
But see, in those situations, if they do look right, the person's going to be there and they're going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But still, they don't look right. And it's like, are you dumb? I mean, look at if I ever get scared at home for some reason, I'm looking underneath the bed. I'm looking everywhere.
But that is a good point. Like, it would be really funny to make a horror movie where it's like you take those tropes and
Yes.
okay, I've looked left, I've looked straight, I've looked right. Oh crap!
The person's crouching like slightly below your vision. You can't see me.
Yeah, they're just like literally right under. You just that. Yeah, I would watch that.
That would be funny.
That's the next scary movie that needs to come out.
Fake news.
Fake news. All right. I have some fake news headlines and some true headlines.
You do?
Yeah, I got both.
Oh, okay.
I got $1.
I want one of these times where he just does all 3 fake headlines, and it's just like, you're like, all of those are possibly plausible as real news.
Yeah, they're all fake, and then we'll be like, fooled you. But anyway, so each round we're gonna do 3 headlines. One's true, 2 are fake. Brett and Taylor are gonna choose, and you listen as well and choose which one you think is the fake ones and the true ones. So starting off, round 1. Fight. Okay. Nation unable to enjoy baseball without dozens of pitchers hitting .124. I'm sure that's the...
Wait, what?
Nation unable to enjoy baseball without dozens of pitchers hitting .124. I'm pretty sure that's like the batting average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, Elmo receives vasectomy in PSA on preventing unwanted pregnancies.
Okay.
Number 3, Mexican mayor marries alligator wearing wedding dress before giving new bride a kiss.
I think it has to be Elmo.
What?
With the whole Roe versus Wade thing.
Okay, would you read the last one again?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's a weird title.
Uh-huh.
Mexican mayor marries alligator wearing wedding dress before giving new bride a kiss.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm trying to play this out. So an alligator is he marrying somebody and an alligator happens to be there, or is he marrying the alligator?
He is marrying the alligator, and the alligator is wearing a wedding dress, and then he gives his new bride the alligator kiss. It's a really dumb headline.
All right. Well, so Taylor, you went with the Elmo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that Elmo is fake news because the actual real news is he did a COVID thing or whatever, PSA. So I know that that's fake news. I'm going to go with the world waits for pitcher to hit .1 something.
All right. You're both incorrect. It's Mexican mayor marries alligator.
Elmo deserves a visit.
Elmo says, don't touch me. I can't even do my Elmo right now. My voice is bad.
Touch
me. Okay, next round. Number 1, Taylor Swift was the inspiration for the name of a new millipede species. Number 2, firefighter disarmed of hose grabs squirt gun from ankle holster. Number 3.
Can we do a little pause right here?
Yeah.
Sources just informed that Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and Arizona State have applied for membership with the Big 12.
Which ones? Sorry. Which colleges?
Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and Arizona State.
Oh, is that because USC and UCLA
Yeah.
left for the... Okay.
So they're applying for the Big 10 or Big 12?
Big 12. So
they're being with BYU.
So BYU and Utah would be back.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. Why are we destroying the Big 12?
Time in.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, start over.
So Taylor Swift was the inspiration of the name of a new millipede species. Number 2, firefighter disarmed of hose grabs squirt gun from ankle holster. Number 3, George R.R. Martin presses ghostwriter on what's taking so long.
Oh,
that's funny.
man.
I
I want the Taylor Swift one because it's going to be like one that eats a female centipede that eats its male counterpart, because Taylor Swift is
a man eater.
basically. I love that sound.
I'm gonna go with the Taylor Swift one because I can't see the plausibility of the firefighter, and the last one I could see it true, but I'd rather the Taylor Swift. I want it to be true.
And Taylor, which one are you going for? Taylor Swift
Oh, I was going to say the
or
Taylor Swift one, but I have to catch up.
well, you're both 0.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you got the.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the T Swift.
All right, you're both on the board with
Yay.
1. Woot, woot.
What was the name of the centipede? Does it say?
I'll find out. I didn't. That's the one link I didn't save.
Oh,
Out of all these things, I was like, okay. Anyway, next round, round 3. Boris Johnson comes up with a 6-point plan to defeat Putin.
All right.
The next one is new documentary footage confirms long-held theory that flowers hunt at night.
Ooh.
And number 3, this is a flower one apparently. Daffodil chopped down over totally bonkers fears children's. Wow. This is one I had to type because it wouldn't let me copy and paste the headline. Daffodil chopped down over totally bonker fears children will eat them.
I'm so confused on all of these.
I'm gonna go with the last one. The daffodil or flower chopped down over fear of children eating them. However, when you said the first one with Boris Johnson's 6-point plan, I was thinking of the new guy's speech. We're gonna beat him.
I'm gonna go. What was the middle one?
Middle one was new documentary footage confirms long-held theory that flowers hunt at night.
Sure, I'll go with that one. I want it to be true.
All right, well, we do have a winner.
All right, it's probably Taylor.
It is Brett.
Oh wow! I was waiting for you to say yeah, because there is this one flower that eats insects at night, and so obviously it hunts at night.
Yeah, apparently what it was is like in England, there's these daffodils that I don't remember. It was a while ago since I've copied and pasted this article, but apparently I think either they think it's poisonous or it is poisonous if children eat them in mass quantities or something like that. It's like, okay.
This flower tastes like grandma.
Oh, I want to eat another.
Me too. Give me more flowers.
Draft, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. All right. Draft, boom. If you're a first-time listener, long-time caller, and that's not how that works. First-time caller, long-time listener. We have a draft where we're going to be drafting. First of all, the category today is Samuel Jackson movies. Are we doing characters?
I thought movies.
Okay, yeah, we'll do movies. And so the draft boom. So we're going to do 3 rounds of picking the best of Samuel Jackson's, and the boom is the one that we're going to be giving to one of our hosts here. That is, hopefully, will make their team of movies worse. So we try and give them a very bad pick to destroy their
and
team.
There's definitely some out there.
So yes, I get to go first. And so it's like when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh, there's one really good one, but then he has a lot of good ones, and he just so happens to be in some good ones, like where he's not like full on,
because he's in lots of the Marvel ones. And,
Yeah.
The easy way to go is just Captain America. I will choose that one.
I just got really confused. Bane is now in the.
You're sitting in my chair.
I actually saw there was a meme that says, "I'm really worried about dying because I know after I die, Marvel and the DC will do a crossover movie and I'll miss it."
That's funny. That's funny.
I definitely have one that I want.
Okay. My question to myself, but I will put it out to all of you, is like, do I pick like a great movie or a rewatchable movie? Like, is this
I'm doing both of those. That's how I'm picking mine.
Yeah, it's kind of an
A great
overall.
movie and a good overall one, and a rewatchable one.
like? I feel like, I mean, obviously in line with drafting, I gotta pick one that is in high demand.
Don't you take it?
Don't take it.
Am I last or am I second?
You're second.
Yes. Don't you take it? Don't you take it? Don't you take it?
I don't know which one I want to take because there's just so many that are good that like it almost makes him, there's not one that just stands out to me. I'm thinking. I'm doing ASMR at the same time.
Ugh, and it's making me grossed out. Ew.
All right. I'm just gonna pick. And I'm gonna just pick. It's so hard for me just to pick one. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna pick. Are we allowed to pick the uncredited ones?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Infinity War.
All right.
Okay.
Cop out.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
I know that's exactly what I did. I wanted something that was like
I
a
have
vote getter.
I'm glad that you did that because I am going to take The Incredibles.
I thought about cop out. I thought about that one, but
Where is my super suit? I love that part. And I love Frozone in that.
All right. I have the wheel pick. And so because I'm going for rewatchability as well as great movies and trying my best to not cop out because I've already mocked.
He's going to take his very first film back in
I'm going to
1972.
pick Jurassic Park
I kind of figured you'd going down that
as
route.
my first draft pick. And for the wheel, I am going to go with Loaded Weapon 1.
Yep, I kind of figured you'd eventually go to that one too.
Oh, I love Loaded Weapon 1. Oh, so good.
Why? It's not Loaded Weapon 1. It's just Loaded Weapon, isn't it?
I know. I swear. Was it? Did they put a 1 by it or did they?
Oh,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah, they did. They put
Why did they do that? There's no...
because of by the time Loaded Weapon 1 came out, there was already Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh, okay. All right, Taylor, you're back up on the clock.
This is very hard because a lot of these I haven't seen.
Taylor not seeing a movie?
Shut up.
And let me defend
You know
myself real quick here also. I picked Avengers and Infinity War because I enjoy the movie.
Uh-huh.
Not solely for like the popularity that it is.
I'm just gonna go for movies that I like that probably no one else likes.
Thor. Okay.
I'm gonna pull a Brett on this one and just go for ones that I like. I'm gonna go with The Other Guys.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I love the part where it's like, if we wanted you to talk, I'm gonna shove my hand up and I'll work you like a puppet.
I've always wanted to rewatch that because I don't think I was in a good frame of mind when I saw it the first time. And I've heard so many people on podcasts quote parts of it. I'm like, and when they tell me that it's The Other Guys, I'm like, oh, I need to give that a look.
All right. I'm gonna
Go with Avengers Endgame and Iron Man.
I'm gonna take Captain Marvel because she's in there. He's in there, and then I'm gonna follow that with.
All right.
Any Nick Fury movie, I want it. Give it to me. Just do it. I want it.
All right. I lost my voice. All right. I'm going to pick something that is not going to be that because I wasn't planning on it. So you guys didn't dissuade me or anything like that. But I'm going to go with one of my favorite movies of his.
The Avengers.
No, it's A Time to Kill.
That's a good one. That is a really good one.
It's a very sad one, but a very good one of his. The other one, I'm trying to go on. Remember, I'm like without giving it away. My childhood movie of his.
Yep. I've been waiting for you to. I was surprised that.
Well, I knew nobody was gonna pick it.
Yeah.
I just realized he's in that. I mean, I knew he was in that movie, but I forgot about the one of these movies. I think. Do I have to? I was gonna get Loaded Weapon about this time if you didn't get it already.
I know what I'm up against.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. The thing is like I also want a comedy of his, but the comedy is like Loaded Weapon is probably his best comedy? Question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a really second good comedy that he did.
Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay, I am going to pick. I'm gonna pick Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That is a good one. That's my. Oh, that's almost better to me than the original Die Hard, but not just barely below.
Yeah.
Oh, you have another one too.
What? Oh, this is Brett's pick. Yeah. Right.
No, it's Taylor's pick.
Oh, Taylor's pick. Yes.
Oh, you picked two?
Yeah, I picked
Yes.
two. I picked A Time to Kill and Die Hard with a
Ah,
Vengeance.
okay. I am going to
Pick Thor 2. Dark Universe.
The Dark World.
I'm just curious, Brett, why he's thinking. Are you already have a locked and loaded boom?
Yes, I do.
I think we all have the same one.
I mean, I'm not gonna. If it's the one I think you're of, I'm not gonna give that one because I mean it is enjoyable. If
Okay.
it's the one.
Oh no!
I'm
Are you
just-
kidding me? That could be like my third one. What are you talking about?
I'm going to take this one just because I didn't know that he was in it,
Okay.
but I'm going to take Patriot Games.
Okay.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw
was-
that too.
I was like, so there's two of them that I was like surprised that Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, he's been in everything. So if it wasn't him, it was Morgan Freeman. But I saw
Yeah.
that one, and there was another one that I saw that I'm like, he's in that movie too, and it makes me Goodfellas.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't even see him in the list. I must have just.
I'm like,
passed
I
through
know,
that.
I saw that one too. I was like,
I'm like,
people like Goodfellas.
I need
Maybe
to
that one.
rewatch that one. So,
But I like Patriot Games, so I'll take that one.
that is a pretty good one. I do
I'm
think-
sorry, Samuel Jackson. I'm not very familiar with your movies. I know you're listening, and I'm sorry.
I mean, I think I like the other Harrison Ford. What is it? I can't think of what it's called. I've read the stupid book also.
Oh yeah.
What's the other
The
one?
Fugitive?
No,
No, you're talking about where like he's the president.
no. He's not the president. It's the follow up to Patriot Games or the one that came before it. What was?
Patriot Games 2?
No, I know what you're talking
No.
about.
Locked and loaded.
Doesn't it have a D in it? Like
It's another John Grisham
Jer wants the D.
John Grisham.
or not John Grisham.
You
Tom
don't-
Clancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have like danger? What is
Clear
it?
and present danger. There we
That's what
go.
it is.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Jer discovered the D. He got the D.
I got it, guys.
So I would love to pick number 3 to say Snakes on a Plane.
I'm glad we were talking
'Cause-
the same thing.
That movie is so bad. It is amazing. I like it transcends its stinkiness for how over the top crap it is. And I absolutely love it. But I can't pick that one. I am going to pick for my third one, The Negotiator.
You stole my childhood one, even though I obviously
Yeah, you
let it
passed on
pass.
it. Uh-huh.
That's a great movie.
I exposed so many people to that. And then I brought it over to my grandparents' house, and my dad during the movies is like, "It swears a lot. Why are you bringing us to your grandparents' house?" I'm like, and I turned to him. I go, "There's a swear words in this." Like I was so numb to that I didn't even know. And then once he brought it up, then I heard every single word, and
You're
I'm
like,
like,
"Ugh,
"Ugh,
oh."
ugh."
Oh, I totally forgot about that one. I like that one.
What one?
Oh yeah, we're on our booms now.
Yeah. So
Turbo
Turbo.
with the Ryan Reynolds as the snail that gets.
Oh, I've never seen it. I know
He's
I've seen the
Whiplash.
trailer.
I like that movie a lot, actually.
All right. So for my boom, so I'm giving a boom to Jeremy, which Jeremy might like because I think he actually owned this movie back in the day. I didn't like it at all. And that is Formula 51.
Oh, I did own it, and I was gonna give that a nod. I enjoyed that movie. Taylor, I have a feeling you might enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what it is Samuel Jackson goes to England, and he's a drug dealer essentially. I don't know. There's some I could go too far with it, like to give up the story.
Drogas.
But essentially, it's just funny because he's overly American in England, but then he decides to wear a kilt, and he wears a kilt almost throughout the whole movie.
Okay.
It's just so bizarre, and there's just so much comedic value in that movie, I think.
Yeah, I never found it intriguing, but Jeremy watched it. I know you. I'm pretty sure you owned it.
Yeah, I did. It was one of those movies that Blockbuster, sold after
Yeah.
so many uses. All right, Taylor, you give to Brett.
Okay.
See, I would say Captain Marvel, but Samuel L. Jackson is the only reason why that movie's tolerable. So I won't give him that one.
Okay.
I will give him. Wait a second.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I just got. Yep. I'm giving you the Phantom Menace.
I knew
That's
somebody
one of
was.
my. I actually. That's one of my favorite of the non-trilogy Star Wars because it has the best lightsaber scene ever.
Okay, that is the only reason to watch that, but everything else
Which
in
one
that
is that?
movie sucks. Between Qui-Gon,
And
Obi-Wan,
Yoda?
and Darth Maul.
Oh, Darth Maul. Oh yeah.
I don't like the Clone Wars. I think it's boring. I don't like the was it something of the Sith or whatever?
Return or
That's my
Revenge of the
favorite of
Sith.
the three.
But
no.
see, that Revenge of the Sith gets better once you know more. Once you get later on and you start connecting dots.
So yeah, I will gladly
But-
take Star Wars Episode 1.
All right. So you guys are Star Wars guys.
I was gonna say Snakes on a Plane, but you
Oh,
enjoyed
I
that movie,
love
so
that.
I had to
it's
switch it
so-
up.
I shouldn't have said anything until the very end, but,
But then again,
But
even,
then you got what you wanted.
even if you got Snakes on a Plane, and if people were actually voting on this, which
people would definitely vote for me because they'd be like, "Snakes on a plane? That's not a boom."
Criddle, I know you're listening. You need to start
He's
the
gonna-
votes.
I know you guys are Star Wars fans more than me for sure.
Uh-huh.
So I saw this thing that was kind of interesting the other day. It said that Qui-Gon Jinn allowed himself to be killed so that Anakin could be trained because they always do it in twos.
Well, if you see it, like there's a point where he hesitates,
Uh-huh.
and then he.
So do you guys believe that's the case?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Because Yoda said something in that movie about
The Sith, and there only being two.
no, just saying that oh man, he needs somebody to train him, but there is, I don't know, some nobody or something like that.
But here's the thing: Obi-Wan was ready. I'm gonna go deep Star Wars
Okay.
nerdiness on you guys.
Okay.
Qui-Gon, the only reason why he wasn't part of the Jedi Council is because he had emotion. He felt things and he was understanding. He would be more understanding of what Anakin was actually going through, losing his mom and all the rage that he has.
Uh-huh.
He would have been more understanding and probably would have had a better chance of keeping Anakin on the light side compared to Obi-Wan, who kept telling Anakin not to feel things.
Interesting. Also, side note, I saw Jurassic World Dominion for the second time the other day.
The second time?
Uh-huh.
Is that number 2 in the
Is this
or
like
number
the-
3?
the third one.
Is this
number
like
3?
the movie that
Ger-
you went and saw twice? Once with your family and
No.
once with your friends?
So yeah, it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. But during the, I don't know why. So this is it. So I've watched Jurassic World, second Jurassic World, and then this one. And during the second time of watching this one, my brain just like paused like my reality and was like, oh my gosh, the female love interest, the redhead, she's from The Village.
That's funny.
So, oh yeah, your last one. And can I change mine? My boom for you?
No, you've already
Nope,
declared it.
you've
Okay.
What were you gonna give?
I'm not gonna tell because then you'll give it to me.
I've been trying to figure out which one. I mean, I'm gonna speak openly because nobody's after me. I would love to give you 1408 just because you like if I was forcing you to watch it.
Oh, that would be great.
Because
Taylor would have nightmares for weeks.
That
of just on how bad it is.
No,
it's a very psychological, scary movie.
Yes,
and you guys like it.
But I was saying I was gonna
if
give it
people
to
like
you if this was a list of movies I'd force you to watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't want to improve your list.
Yeah. But since that's not the case, I am going to give you where was it?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, that one does look dumb. No, I'm going to give you kind of on the same lines of bad that everybody else has been giving each other. Where is it? I should have wrote it down or something.
Today, I want to like go over the list of movies that I see.
Oh, I'm going to give you Deep Blue Sea. I feel like it's in par with everything else on our.
I love that movie.
I thought you liked Deep Blue Sea.
I do like it.
Okay,
I will gladly take that one.
But
okay, so the one that you really should have given me was XXX State of the Union.
Yeah, that one was bad.
That one's bad.
What I wanted to give you, but I didn't think you would have any understanding of how bad it is. I wanted to give him Sphere.
I was thinking about giving Sphere is so bad.
Yes,
and of course, the one that didn't come up with that a lot of people tend to like. It's what I think is Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
I don't get that movie. It is so boring, and it's one that's like it should have ended like 7 times.
No, when I was like my late teens, I went. A friend was just like took me over to his house, and he's like, "Hey, you've shown me some great movies. I want to share with you one of my favorite movies of all time." And he sat me down and he had me watch it. And the entire time I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And the only thing I could think of is, when is this movie going to get over?
And then halfway through, you're like, nope, and we can't be friends anymore.
I've never seen it just partly because of Brett, because he's given me that idea that it's a terrible movie. So I just haven't watched it. But yeah, the other one I was considering getting you, I've never seen it, but I imagine it's horrible, is The Hateful Eight. It's
some people like that.
I actually watched parts of it, and it wasn't terrible. I would say not great though.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about the whole like glass and what's it called?
I didn't. I was like, please don't give me Unbreakable.
I don't think I've seen Glass though.
Unbreakable's
that's the
another
M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, I know, but that's another one that it takes forever to get to the point.
But in my opinion, that movie is probably one of M. Night Shyamalan's best.
Oh, totally.
I have to say Sixth Sense, but I never want to watch any of them again. Because again, M. Night's twist ending for all of them is,
you paid for this movie.
I got you to buy another ticket.
I will gladly pay to go see Signs again in the movie theater.
All right.
Except for, that's one that it was good up until the water part. Can we at least agree with that? It was okay until the water.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And the swing away.
Yeah.
No, because the whole idea of an advanced species coming to invade a planet that is like 70% water, and they have
he's saying before the water.
No, but like that would be like saying, okay, Jeremy, we're gonna invade Mars. You know, our one weakness is not being able to breathe.
Okay. Had he picked a different weakness for not like the germs or water?
What would be a better weakness?
Like farts? I don't know, but like...
You know what would have been better? Like, I mean, what was already been done by evolution. It's just Head and Shoulders.
Okay, can we agree that Evolution is a fantastic movie?
I like Evolution.
Love Evolution. I'm actually going to preemptively switch out one of my Friends movies that we watched, and I'm putting in Evolution. We watched that one a ton.
Oh yeah, I did too. I forgot about that.
I think that we've established that kaka and
Tuki.
tuki don't work.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to our recommendations this week, and I'll.
She's an ice queen in desperate need.
It's very good.
There's so many one-liners in that movie. That's fantastic.
Also, with that movie in mind, it's so sad but true that Dan Aykroyd, he can never be a primary character. He can't anymore. Ever since Ghostbusters. Can you name me a movie since Ghostbusters that he's the main actor?
No.
I don't think that he wants to be.
I don't
'cause
think he does either.
Oh wait, he's in Spies Like Us, isn't he?
Yeah, but
that
that's
was
older.
way before that. That was in the early 80s.
But that's
Like-
with Chevy Chase and then him.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually,
That movie's-
Coneheads might have been after
Yeah. but-
Ghostbusters.
yeah.
Ghost-
That's true because Coneheads was like 92, 93.
Yeah. So Coneheads was probably the last one Dan Aykroyd ever was in the forefront starring role.
Oh,
But-
Spies Like Us is another one that
Yeah.
needs to go on my friends list that we watched a lot.
I feel like there's another one that's like Spies Like Us. Well, did I put Hot Shots Part 2 on there? Because I watched that one a ton too.
Yeah, I think you did.
Don't remember.
All right. Anyway, so my recommendation this week, I'm struggling between going for a non-recommendation recommendation or just reiterating what I've already said earlier in this episode. So I'm going to go with a non-recommendation because you already know it. Watch
Oh.
Gravity Falls. My non-recommendation is I am so mad at the app Turo. I do not recommend anybody using it. Turo is a car rental app that you just rent it from some average Joe off the street. And the reason why is, first of all, the price was amazing, like at first, of renting a car from them because like, oh, this is way cheaper than any rental car agency can ever provide, which I was like, oh, great, fantastic. Everything's reasonable as far as their prices, and
You got boned by hidden fees, didn't you?
I did. But it wasn't like Turo's hidden fees, but it's the fact that they allow this to happen. So we went to the beach, with the car. And so we had sand in the car. And do you know how much money I got charged for cleaning the car?
How much?
$150 for cleaning the car.
So they had to have gotten it professionally detailed like
Exactly.
7 times.
Exactly. Because that car was pretty darn clean when I left it, besides the sand that was, in the seats a little bit and on the floor. Otherwise, nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
I'm going to charge my kid $150 for get the sand that they got in my car.
I mean, it's just a vacuum. Like whether or not I understand you don't maybe have a time to go, clean it yourself at one of those things where you coin operated vacuums.
But even
if you pay somebody else to do it, $50 is a little absurd.
50, 75, right?
Yeah.
Half that.
Their fee was 1 penny per grain of sand.
Exactly. Pretty
Yeah.
much. So I don't recommend Turo. If Turo is going to allow this to happen, I am currently emailing Turo back and forth about this and thinking this is ridiculous. I am fine with everything else. I'm okay with the $10 surcharge because I forgot to fill up the gas tank when I dropped it off. That is fine with me. Like everything else, perfectly fine. But if you allow somebody, and not only that, it was a sneaky way. Like I paid for the gas, which somehow it said, hey, this is the gas price. And I said, okay, I agree to paying that in addition to this. And somehow it snuck in the cleaning fee with it without notifying me too.
Ooh.
And I was like, I got this little notification like, you paid $150. I was like, no, I didn't.
Oh.
So yeah. So I don't recommend Turo until that gets fixed because I think there needs to be a standard. I mean, just like Airbnbs, they have the price disclaimer like, hey, it's going to cost this much to clean, just so you know.
Yeah. Transparency in anything in this world is key to keeping consumers using your products.
Yes. So I will not, if this goes my direction, I will use Turo again and I will recommend it. But if it goes against me and I am out $150.
Ooh, so stay tuned. We
Yes.
could possibly have a not recommendation reversal to a recommendation.
Ooh.
Exactly. So it just really depends. Also, Turo's customer service is really slow. Like I forget how much that even just an automated email saying we received your email is.
Okay. I will say mine. Mine's a not recommendation as well.
Ooh.
If your kids are over 5 years old, don't take a stroller to Disneyland to push them around. I spent 3 days pushing around 150 pounds, probably total, with water bottles and everything. By 4 p.m., I was wasted because of the weight.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't think that a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old and water bottles and snacks would amount to anything. It did. My arms are still kind of sore and my hand is jacked up. And so make them walk, and if they won't walk, don't take them to Disneyland.
We're going home.
Get a hover car. Oh, cool. What's a hover car? That hasn't been invented yet. But
Because I spent the entire 3 days wondering why I was more tired than everyone else. And then it dawned on me, I'm pushing very heavy kids around.
Which I think you were there when I was coming up with my brilliant idea for Disney. This is the future of Disney. If anybody's ever seen WALL-E, the future of Disneyland needs to be those people in those little chairs. And you just ride around in those chairs all day long, those floating chairs. And then those chairs, you don't even have to get out of them for the ride. They just lock into place into the ride, and then you go, and then they disembark from the ride when you're done and move on. That'd be the greatest experience. Then it would be, what is it called? The funnest. What is it called? The funnest place on
Wally
earth.
The happiest
World?
place on
Happiest place on earth. Then it would be happiest place.
Yeah.
Place in the world.
If I could count how many parents I saw that looked exhausted,
Yeah.
it's not the happiest place on earth.
Yeah. And how many parents were not so kind in the words they used towards their kids is like, yeah, this is not the happiest place on earth.
Well,
But overall, it was a fun trip. So
Yeah.
I like that you said that because a couple of years ago, me and Dad went to England, and we were going through the Tower of London. And as we were going through there's a whole bunch of 7, 8, 9-year-olds that were on a field trip. And I part of me was just like, that'd be kind of okay to take kids on a field trip to here. But I'm like, oh, never mind. Like the more you were sitting there thinking about it, the more valuable things that you're being surrounded by. I'm like, no, I don't think I'd want to. And this teacher turns and slaps this kid right across the face. And I am like, what did I just observe happen? And so the teacher turns to me and in her British accent, she goes, "It's okay. I'm also his mother." And I'm like, oh, so it wasn't okay that a teacher slapped her child, but it is okay that a mom slapped their. Okay.
Do you know what would be funny though? Is that what took place in America? She would end up suing herself for abusing her kid. My teacher hit my kid.
Exactly.
But you're the teacher. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That should not
That
happen.
should not have happened.
That's funny.
All right. So my recommendation is, so the other day, I'm very into superhero comics, and I decided to try something new. So I bought a couple of them that were non-traditional, and I really thoroughly was enjoying a couple of them. And so my recommendation is to try something new. And so because we've talked about Keanu Reeves, possible friend of the podcast, I have it is Keanu Reeves and a couple of people created a comic called Berserker, where he is like an immortal Viking god. And I got you both issue number 1.
Ooh, thank you.
So yeah, try something new.
Thank you.
I like how there's no vowels in there in Berserker.
Yeah.
For those out there, Berserk.
BRZRKR. It's kind of like Canada with the A's.
Yeah.
I like how it's like Reeves.
That's cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So it's a good read, obviously, too. Then.
Yeah. I mean, that's only issue 1. I think there's 11 issues in total, but not all of them are out yet. But
so is it obvious
awesome.
that it's Keanu Reeves? Like,
yeah.
Like,
Just look at the cover, Jer.
I mean, I know the image is likeness.
Well, also, according to what I've read, Netflix has greenlit the series for that. They're just not sure if they're going to get Keanu Reeves to play the Keanu Reeves part, or if they're going to get another actor to play the Keanu Reeves part from the comic.
It's too on the nose.
Yeah.
They should definitely get Keanu Reeves. They're just probably wondering, do we want to pay that much?
Yeah.
I think you have to have Keanu Reeves be a Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I think that concludes this week's podcast.
Get out of here, you useless scouts. Go do useless stuff, you useless people. Just like us. Jerry, you're useless. Brett, you're useless. I'm useless.